Welcome to Choose a Nation. This is your boy Mujero. It's just an ordinary guy discussing the beautiful game as I know it. Welcome to Welcome to our week. Welcome to our month. The PSL is officially shut down. Remember only the MTN 8 final next week between Orlando Pirates and Amazulu. But Amakosi Ajabulile, Kaizer Chiefs fan. I know today, this week, for the next month until the 31st of November, we'll be happy because on Saturday we beat our fierce rivals again, Orlando Pirates, 1-0 at the FNB Stadium. Courtesy of goal of the season. Goal of the season from Yusuf Mat. Let's dive into the match. Let's dive in. It was not a boring game. It was honestly, I felt like Kaizer Chiefs wanted it more than Orlando Pirates. While Orlando Pirates on the day for me never created many chances. Peterson was not really kept busy in the goal lines for Kaizer Chiefs. But if you look at Kaizer Chiefs, they created about 3-4 chances. Dupreez could have had a brace, a hat-trick. Willard could have scored. Dolly could have scored. But I think we still need to work on this thing, finishing. Okay, we let's say the last time about Soweto, Derby, Marcus Rashford. I'm gonna speak again on Barakamang. Dupreez as well. He needs his finishing. He needs to work on his finishing because the runs that he makes behind the defenders, for me, were nice runs. But the finishing, I wouldn't say those were great saves by Mponjani. They were really bad shots. They were not good shots. Those shots will never. I want to keep on save those goals. It's just an ordinary save. I'm not taking away anything from Mponjani because you need to keep in your mind the positioning of the keeper, when to get out of the line, when to go to the attacker. Those things count. But as a professional keeper, that save, you need to make that save. You need to make that save. It's just a normal save for me. So, for me, to praise hat-trick, he needs to work on his finishing. But Olisinda and CBC for me again, even conceding that goal, which was never their fault, for me was solid as well at the back. Klandy kept selling at bay. Obviously, he auto metanyana 1, 2, 3, 4, but he was not the selling or meeting for the first few weeks, scoring 4 goals in 2 games. So Chiefs defensively, I think they were organized. I think that's why I said they needed it. I think they needed it more for than Pirates. I don't know if it's because Athazwane, this was his last chance. If Amosa, then it was goodbye. But for me, Chiefs really needed it. So we can look at the stats. Orlando Pirates had 14 shots and only 2 on target. This is what I mean. They had 14 shots, 2 on target. So one of the chances that and those 2 shots, I think one was outside the box, so another one was a set piece. Kaizer Chiefs had 12 shots. They had 6 on target. 6 on target, which one resulted in a goal. Pirates had the more ball position than Chiefs, 58-42. They had more passes, but unfortunately, that's chances created. I wonder if you could see chances created. I would think Chiefs would be in front because they created more of the chances. I want to speak of one player that a lot of Kaizer Chiefs fans have been crying about. A lot of Kaizer Chiefs fans have been questioning themselves over King Sailoran Tantasiete for him to actually get a place in the starting lineup. And for me, on Saturday, he stood up. On Saturday, or wanted to why he needs to start. Ngosimpile for me was brilliant. The passes are high. His link-up play with Billet and Dolly. He also could have scored a goal as well. But for me, overall performance high. It was good. It was brilliant. And it's what I guess expected. I was watching the game with my friends and I prayed to them, guys, I'm hoping Atazwane doesn't take out Mo. Let him finish the match. he can so that he can build his confidence going forward. And next match, he's gonna ruin December. He needs to start matches. He needs to start going because you can see Hudson, he creates chances. He passes are high. Like he takes on defenders. He can shoot as well. So for me, Gosin Pilengo needs to start regularly for Kaizer Chiefs. He needs to start for Kaizer Chiefs. Njabulo Blom, what more can we say about Njabulo Blom? I was listening to an interview here, Eric Tanakal, and he described Casemiro as a cement for Manchester United. I would say Njabulo Blom is a cement as well for Kaizer Chiefs because that's that position that he's playing now, a CDM. He's fitting well in that position. He links up play, he defends, he protects his back four. When he's laying Nafiti like Atlanti, then he went as backup, it took him out. So for me, he was good. He was good. Besides him, Abu Bilal the one. No. I'd rather not say too much. Kapiliate. Dolly also Lena, yes, an average game, but he tried link up plays with Lady Cross, but Caleb nothing for crosses because Bilal can score with the header. Dupree's Lena also be good that much in the air. So on the day they were good. On the Pirates also, I saw the coach making Jose Rivera making changes. First half, Chiefs were dominating the midfield. That's how much chances we're creating from the midfield. So he saw, no, I need to pack the midfield because I want to Chiefs young overpower, which is what won him the game. Remember, Mamelodi Sundowns, but he did that, and you could see the intensity at Chiefs. Second half went down. They were not creating as many chances as they did in the first half. That's why they put in Soweto maybe to have a run at defenders to maybe create those chances for them. But I think his subs, he got them right. I think what's in Makaringele Dlamini, he loaded the midfield so that he can start maybe trying to play from there and create chances for Seling and Erasmus going forward. And it almost worked until that brilliant goal from Yusuf Mart. Let's move on. Let's move on from the weekend. Mamelodi Sundowns again. Bawin Nelwana becoming 5. Is it 5? No, 3-0. They won 3-0 against Royal AM. Royal AM, I think it's on a downhill, so they lost again another game. So Mamelodi Sundowns 3-0 against Royal AM. So Rulani's reign again, his victory for him. Neo Maela on the score sheet. Neo Maela, Mailula. I think they now got Bafana. So I think we can now maybe clearly see how Rulani wants his Mamelodi Sundowns team to play. Giving the youth a run for their money, giving the youth a run in the team. So far so good. 2 games for Rulani, 2 victories, 8 goals scored, 0 conceded. So we'll see if you can keep up the momentum. Supersport 1-1 against Morocco Swallows at Antusville. Amazulu 1-0, Stellenbosch. Chippa United, a goal thriller there, 3-3. I think at some stage, Richards Bay were 3-0 up, if I'm not mistaken. 1, 2, 3, yeah. Richards Bay were 3-0 up, halftime. Second half, Chippa came back. They fought their way back, and they got a point at home. For me, it was a great result for them. Coming 3-0 from 3-0 down to actually drawing 3-3 with Chippa Richards Bay, the Natal Rich Boys, for which they've been on form this season. They've played, they've beaten Amazulu, they've beaten Royal AM, and they're sitting pretty on second place. And remember, this team has just gotten promoted into the PSL. Now, the second place with 23 points. They've got 6 wins, 5 draws, and 2 losses. You can see for Chippa, that was a great result for them. Coming back from a 3-0 down to actually drawing that game. So, yeah, the PSL closes Oh, the PSL takes a break from playing until the World Cup January. I think the next game it's gonna be on the 31st of December. That's when the league will resume. But obviously, as I said, we wait for the MTN 8 next week. Orlando Pirates, Amazulu, the ticket again sold out. Affair with Devon. I think maybe that's why they love Devon. They sell out tickets. So sold out affair. We'll see for Orlando Pirates or Amazulu. Which one will take the MTN 8? Give me your comment in the comment section. Who's gonna take the MTN 8? Who's gonna be crowned the MTN 8? Will it be the mighty Buccaneers, the Sea Robbers, or Usut Amazulu? Now going back to the EPL. The EPL. I was just speaking what's happening to Liverpool, man. You are losing. I think you've lost 4 games, not 4, 3 games in your last 5 games. That's how bad things are for Liverpool. They've lost 3. They've lost 4 games. Is it 4? Let me just check. I don't want people who are like Liverpool. I'm gonna check for you. But they've really been in a bad run. So they've lost 3 of their 5 games. Liverpool. They've lost 3 of their 5 games. Also now they came short against a Leeds United team. It's not consistent. Beating them 2-1 at Anfield. This is Van Dijk's first loss as a Liverpool player. Go Anfield. He hasn't lost a game at Anfield. So they lost 2-1 to Leeds United. I saw Darwin Núñez doing a Dupree now, one-on-one with the keeper, and he missed the chance. So a lot of people are still saying, well, they are missing Sadio Mane. The work rate is high, unselfishness is high, the finishing is high. For me, it's what they miss for Liverpool. For now, there's no player like that. Now, remember, you've got Salah, you've got Núñez and Fabinho. And for me, Salah and Núñez are selfish when too. And then you have 2 players who are selfish and you're trying to score. Come on, nah. Oh, before I forget, coming back home. What is this now? Coming back home, our very own Victor Gomes, Barre Waritaya. That was his last game, the Soweto Derby. It was his last game. He's jetting off to the World Cup, to the Qatar, after Qatar, and then he hangs up his whistle. So, if that is true, Victor Gomes, thank you so much for all the memories. The red card is already done. Obviously, a very controversial referee in South Africa because of the amount of red card adding time. I know my fellow my fellow Mamle Sundowns supporters are operati because they say always when he refs against them over Tsoraka. But anyway, kudos to you. From 2011 until now, obviously refereeing the 2019 African Cup of Nations and finals. And just now, when we saw the last one, the 2021, he refereed the final against Egypt and Senegal, where the famous pick, Afa Salah referee, take the whistle, you ref. So, Mr. Gomes, thank you for all your contributions to the PSL, and we wish you all the best in your future endeavors, if it's in the football fraternity or anywhere else. So yeah, that's it from us. Coming back, Liverpool. Okay, Liverpool. Obviously, they're playing Napoli, Champions League midweek action. Will they able to come back? You know, football, as the famous Kolobetovejan used to say, football can kill you real death. Napoli, they are high flying at the moment, both Serie A and the Champions League, and they're playing Liverpool at home. Your guess is good as mine, but you could be surprised. That's what I'm saying. Football can kill you. You'll be surprised. Liverpool can come by winner. They can just win that game with 2 goals. That's how football is. They can just win and redeem themselves because now they're underdogs, and obviously Napoli, Botla, thinking or no, this Liverpool is wounded. Well, it's about a wounded animal or a dangerous one. So we'll see how the run turns out. The league leaders, they're still running away with it. They put 5. Speaking of Liverpool, they put 5 against the team that beat Liverpool last week, Northern Forest. Arsenal 5-0. Obviously, the sad news about that game, they lost Bukayo Saka to an injury, and then they had to bring in Nelson. You know what, God works in mysterious ways. Now you're losing your best player, Bukayo Saka, and then you put in a youngster, Ryan Nelson. He comes in, he scores a brace, he has an assist. What's that for coincidence or a super sub? That's what I'm saying. God works in mysterious ways. Wait your 10 wherever you are. Your 10 it'll fitla. Your time is not God's time. God's never late. God is always on time. So Ryan Nelson coming from the bench, scoring 2, assisting 1, 5 goals, trailer. Martinelli obviously opening the score sheet with a diving header, and to top it up, the cherry on top, Thomas Partey and all the guys again. One was a good goal, but Thomas Partey once again, a killer, right? Before getting into this killer, I left the keeper no chance. So Arsenal fans, I hope you are happy, guys. I know you are flying. I think we have to give it to them. I think they're serious contenders for the league this season. I know what I've said in the past for Arsenal. We know Arsenal late, but I'm seriously now looking at them a different eye. When they're supposed to lose, they grind out the results. When they play well, they score 5. So for me, yeah, they serious contenders. I think they're gonna challenge Manchester City, because Manchester City at the moment, for me, that will still fight for the league. Liverpool as the Bonnevian, but I think Arsenal are really putting their hand up and saying, yeah, we are here and we are here to say. So big up to Mikel Arteta and his team for a wonderful job that he's doing at the Emirates. So hopefully one day Manchester United will be at the level as Arteta. And remember this Arsenal team to be where it is. Arteta they gave him the decision to get rid of old root, to get rid of players he didn't want, that wouldn't suit his play, and to get his players in. So I think Van Gaal, if given the same chances as Arteta, we might as well be in the same bracket as your Manchester Cities and Arsenal. But obviously, it's a process. It takes time. Manchester United on Sunday, 1-0 victory. Marcus Rashford's 100th goal for the club. So congratulations to him at the age of 25, scoring 100 goals for your Dreamwood team, for Team Elohorn, so congratulations to him. On the day, first half, Manchester United dominated the game. We were bossing the midfield. Second half, I don't know what happened. I think we ran out of juice or something. But the introduction of Fornals and Antonio, I think, put a lot of pressure on Manchester United. That second half, we spent the whole second half defending and West Ham attacking. If it wasn't for the brilliance of David De Gea, Maguire making a save as well, Martinez, Dalot, so you can really say our defense, we can really rely on them. When they have to defend, they defend. When it's their turn now to save the team, they do. Now it's a transition. Now you need to be able to trust your defense to do the same, to defend when it's supposed to defend, and pull up and grind out those results. Now I think it's the forwards' turn. They need to be able to put their hands up next game and go and score as many goals as we can. Because as you look at it, this season we haven't really scored so many goals. 2-0, 2-1, 1-0. I think the highest score that we've scored is about 3 goals. I think Liverpool or Arsenal. So we really need our forwards to start scoring. We really need them so that we can take the pressure off the back four. Imagine if yesterday we've scored 2-3 goals. That will West Ham to go and look for that goal draw. It wouldn't be there because it would be 3-0 up or 4-0 up. So I think Manchester United needs to start scoring goals in order for us to at least relieve some of the pressure from our back four or our back five plus the keeper. And we're playing Thursday against Real Sociedad, a must-win game. Otherwise, Rodalani play off with teams Babatwa Champions League, which are running because of disappointed from there. Now coming Bajogono Robert. So we need to really win this game. We need to really win this game. So we'll see what happens on Thursday. Chelsea. Oh, Potter's return to Brighton, not a good one, losing 4-1. 4-1. I think Kepa Pamuntite, I'm not sure if he was taken out because of injury, because he only made duty. So 4-1, two own goals from Chelsea. I think what. Can we say now or a honeymoon phase if it or it was just one of those? Can we say that? Or is this one of those there? Mendy replaces Kepa in goal for Chelsea as a Spaniard has an injured. Oh, Kepa. So yeah. So can we really say the honeymoon phase if it or they made their match with this Brighton side? Obviously, maybe they also know how to play against their former manager, so that's why they won 4-1 against Chelsea. So we'll see if Chelsea are now able to bounce back. They've got still have a Champions League game, but obviously they've qualified for the next round. So maybe they might rest. They must rest. They will rest some big players and maybe just try a new combination, try new players, and we'll see how it goes. Manchester City also had to grind results with a 1-0 victory against Leicester City. Brendan Rodgers' side, with obviously Manchester City without the Beast. The Beast was injured. So Kevin De Bruyne pulling off, obviously, from his many brilliant goals out of his bag. This also falls in that category. A free kick, Kevin De Bruyne, the winner, the matchday winner on the day, winning 1-0 against Leicester City. Tottenham, at least they managed to come back from a three-game losing streak to beating Brighton 3-2, and about last minute 90 plus. That's when Bentancur scored the winner because they were losing 2-0. So they had to come back 2 times and score the winning goal for them. So is this the turning point for Kanda's men? Will they be able to bounce back because they've got a very important game as well midweek? Sorry, they've got a very important game midweek in the Champions League. Let me just see who they play. It's also a must-win game for them in order for Bakono qualifier to the next round. I think they're playing Rangers. Let me just see, just to make sure. So it's a very important game for Spurs. They need to win that game in order for them to make it through to the next round. They're playing Marseille. They're playing Marseille. A Marseille team Lona very dangerous on their day. So we'll see. In a level, Payet, is he there? Is he still there or Leon? Let me see. Dimitri Payet. That man's a lot of one time in the EPL. He played for 1 season go West Ham, then he said, I'm homesick, and then he went home. He went back home to play in France. But a brilliant player, Dimitri Payet, a brilliant player. What is this now? Brilliant player, Dimitri Payet. So yeah, is this the start of good things, or is this the start of turning the corner for Chelsea? Not Chelsea, sorry, for Tottenham as they grind out the result against Bournemouth. Oh yeah, he's playing for Marseille, Dimitri Payet. So we'll see what happens. Champions League. There's some good games coming up. Porto against Atletico Madrid. Obviously, Porto are through. Atletico Madrid just playing for pride. They now going to the Europa League. Bayer Leverkusen, Club Brugge, same Brugge through, Leverkusen out. Bayern Munich, Inter Milan, that's a good game to see because Nawalala at first place, so both teams would need the win. Liverpool, Napoli, same. They are fighting for first place. Remember, also first place, you avoid getting drawn into a bigger team or number one of the other teams who go round of 16. So number one is definitely up for grabs. Marseille, Tottenham needs to win that game to stand a chance as well. Rangers and Ajax, and also Ajax going to the Europa League, Rangers out. Barcelona victory pass, and obviously Barcelona playing for pride might as well score 6 goals there. Sporting and Frankfurt, it's Tottenham's group opponents. Libona, a win is a must win for them to qualify. It's either for the next round or for the Europa League. Madrid Celtic, good game as well. Madrid needs to redeem themselves after losing 3-2 to Leipzig. Leipzig, Shakhtar fighting for that number 1 spot. Milan, Salzburg. Milan, obviously, I think they need to win to qualify for the next round as well. So a must-win game. So most of the games are also it's a must. Tomorrow and Wednesday, must-win games. Juventus, PSG, Chelsea, Dynamo Kiev, Manchester City, Sevilla, Copenhagen, Dortmund, which is that group for me is just over because it's City and Dortmund through to the next round. So we'll see how it pans out. We'll see how they play. And as I said, lots of these teams, number 1 is up for grabs, number 3 is up for grabs, number 2 is up for grabs. So they'll be putting in the last fuel because these are the last games of the group stage. So we'll see who comes on top and who doesn't. So yeah, we'll see you again when we speak. Remember, prevention is better than cure. Don't risk it unless it's worth it.